When you're only 28 years old and you've had more consecutive #1 hits than Elvis or the Beatles, you make a movie with the reigning box office king, Kevin Costner, of course. And it was Costner who handpicked Whitney Houston to co-star in The Bodyguard, which was written more than 15 years ago with Steve McQueen and Barbra Streisand in mind.
Well, you don't look like a bodyguard.
What'd you expect?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a tough guy?
This is my disguise.
Here it is, your first movie, and yet you decided no acting lessons. You didn't want to do that. You didn't think you needed it.
I thought I needed it. They thought I didn't need it. Kevin, I asked Kevin, I said, Kevin, I said, don't you think I should have a coach or take some acting lessons or anything? He said, no, I don't want you to do that. I mean, he said, I think you're natural at it.
So the first day on the set when they said cameras, action, roll,
I was like, huh? It managed to come out, but it was like, I was just, anticipating those words, action. I'm like, oh, God, what do I do?
Wait a minute, someone was in my house?
In The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston plays Rachel Marin, a flamboyant singer and actress who's being stalked by a killer, a crazed fan. Kevin Costner is her bodyguard. On screen, their relationship develops from confrontational to romantic. Off screen, they became fast friends.
When I met him and we got to know each other, it didn't surprise me that he was like really cool and very, very down to earth and just very homeboyish, We laughed and we talked. We became like the best of friends. We are like, I know I have a friend in Hollywood, and it's Kevin,
And playing a singer on screen wasn't the only parallel from Whitney's own life. She has had her own chilling experiences with obsessed fans.
I've had letters and things, but I've never quite had someone want to kill me. Thank God. Unfortunately, it hasn't gotten to that degree. It's just an unfortunate thing that happens, that some people take it to the extreme.
Your character certainly is a little bit spoiled, temperamental, diva. She wants it her own way. Any of Whitney in that?
No, it's funny because I enjoyed playing Rachel for that reason. Because I was, growing up, my mother always taught me and raised me, don't be like that, because, people aren't gonna like you. You act like a bitch all the time. That's the one thing I loved about playing Rachel, was that I got a chance to be all those things that I, was raised not to be, and so it was kind of fun.
And coming up tomorrow night in part 2 of my interview, Whitney talks about her new marriage to singer Bobby Brown and her upcoming role as a mom.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Working on the highest honor of all, huh?
Yeah, highest. She's starting her movie career, and she's already got 9 Grammys. She's got about every honor any pop star could covet, but she says motherhood is indeed the highest honor of all. And after reportedly suffering a miscarriage while she was filming her first movie, The Bodyguard, Whitney is now 5 months pregnant and expecting her first child early next year. What's exciting you most about motherhood?
Oh, baby, it's the baby. Just the anticipation, I wonder what she's going to look like,
Is it going to be she?
Oh, I'd say it's she. I do, because my husband thinks it's a girl. I think he's right, too.
And this is Whitney Houston's husband. 23-year-old pop singer Bobby Brown is 6 years younger than Whitney. And the age difference isn't the only reason their wedding last July raised eyebrows. After all, Whitney's music has turned her into one of America's sweethearts, while Brown's suggestive dance routines have earned him a reputation as one of pop's bad boys. He's also fathered 3 children out of wedlock. But while their images may be different, Whitney says they share the fundamental and important things.
I have never met a man that I was friends with, that I could talk to. I can lean on him, and and I haven't had that. He supports me, He's just my rock,
And was this one of those things where you, at first date, knew right away?
No, actually, when we first saw each other, it was like, I don't think he likes me.
Whitney insecure? I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't believe, honey. But anyway, I invited him to my house, to a party of mine, and he came. He was the first person that said, yes, I'd love to come, And when he came there, I just looked at him, and he was so cute. He was just so cute and so adorable, and so nice and so down to earth and so cool. And so, yeah, like laughing and oh, we just had the best time. And I said, oh, God, I like this guy a lot. And the next time I saw him, he said, listen, if I asked you to go out with me, would you say yes? I said, yeah. I'd say yes, so that was the start of it all.
Is this a full-service date, Frank?
And so how did Bobby feel about Whitney's first on-screen love scenes with Kevin Costner in their new movie, The Bodyguard?
He was just like, okay, well, what's going to happen in this movie? Prepare me. That's all I want to know, you know. When you're doing a movie, you're doing a job, you know. I wasn't there to fall in love.
And coming up next week on the 10 o'clock news, I'll talk to Kevin Costner. He'll clear up those rumors that some of the love scenes between him and Whitney were cut because the studio was reportedly nervous over the film's interracial romance. And I'll talk about a lot of other things as well.
I've had security, but I don't have a bodyguard.
It seems to be that people say it's the hot passion accessory in Hollywood these days. Everybody's got to walk around with their bodyguard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really? Boy, just don't believe the you read, you know what I'm telling you? The crap you're reading these days is unbelievable.
Kevin doesn't like my reading list,
I think that you got to get your head out of the magazines, you know, get them off those Chanel shots, and read a book.
Woo! As you can see, Kevin and I are real tight. Not The Bodyguard opens tomorrow. Get